Hi you guys, welcome to my 2013 Fall Veterans Day Thanksgiving card series. This is fall card number 1. I'm starting out using some smooth white cardstock from My Favorite Things and the Inky Antics Squirrel fall themed stamp set. And I'm using some StazOn jet black ink and stamping on the Copic masket material to make some little acorn masks for my stamped image. So now I'm just kind of fussy cutting them out and everything. And when I use the masket material, because it sort of is kind of tacky, I put it on the back of my hand to kind of um, get some of the tackiness off of it, I guess. So I'm just stamping the little acorns like overlapping, so that's what I need the masking material for. And then I used the little squirrel and the barrel stamp over the acorns and just removed the mask material. I've got this super sped up just because time's sake. The video would have been over 21 minutes if I didn't speed it up super fast. So I'm not going to go over the list of Prismacolor pencils that I'm using, but there will be a detailed supply list on my blog in case you're curious for the colors that I used. So I'm just going to color in the stamped image, and I'm using my Finesse blender pen, and it's specifically meant for color pencils, but it's years old, so it's dried out. So what I'm dipping it in is just a little jar of Gamasol, some odorless mineral blendings, okay, sorry you guys, odorless mineral spirits, and it's just a blending solution that helps push the wax around and blend the color pencils to where it sort of gets like a variegated shaded look. Yeah. This stamp set is really cute, and it has a lot of, it has 3 different sentiments in it. And it's also one of the ones that you can use the, what do you call it? I bought the type of paper you can use with it. The honeycomb paper. But I didn't buy the one that had the dark brown in it, so I decided not to use it, this stamps, or this card, just because I didn't have the colors. I have the fall colors, but not any with brown in it, so, yeah. So, and then I stamped the cute little squirrel with his hand out. This was supposed to be like this, part, well, not supposed to be, but you could use this one to make it look like he's holding a huge acorn out of the honeycomb paper. But, yeah, like I said, I didn't get the right package, or I didn't get both packages, thinking that I had the right colors that I needed. So I just went with this, I went in this direction instead. So I'm just coloring him the same as I did with the front with my Prismacolor pens. I'm using VersaFine Onyx black ink to stamp him, and then I noticed it kind of smudges the ink a little bit. The Mineral Spirits does. Not too bad, but I think I'm going to stick to my Memento from now on, because I just love the way you get the dark lines with the VersaFine, with the clear stamps, but yeah. So I'm using my Martha Stewart Laurel Leaf punch, and it's just a border strip punch, and trimming it down because I wanted to put a little something extra on the front of the card, and I thought this punch was perfect for that. And I messed up, so I had to start all over again. I figured if I leave my mistakes in the video instead of editing it out and making it look like, I have no issues at all when it comes to creating a card, it's more true to life, like, I guess. So I don't edit all my mistakes out. I'm using some Tombow Monomote. I'm just gluing the laurel leaf strips to the little wood grain paper. And the paper stack that I'm using is the Doodlebugs Happy Harvest 6x6 paper stack. And this one is really cute, you guys. This is my Making Memories ribbon punch tool. And I just cut a little slot out of the cardstock to put my ribbon through. And now I'm searching for my ribbon. Okay, this is May Arts Textures ribbon, and it's like the green and white variegated one. It's really pretty. So now I'm just going to tie a little bow off to the side. And this is some like score tape or double-sided sticky tape, but it's really good, and I buy it off of Etsy. And oh, I did a haul with it. I can't remember the name of the little shop though. It's from Drew Scott. He's also the Card of My Eye on YouTube, and it's called Hopscotch Crafts on Etsy, and it's super cheap, and it's really really sticky. I really like it. And then the little foam pop-up dots is from the Sticky Stuff store, and those are the 1/2 inch foam pop-up dots. I like them because they're larger, so when you're doing a bigger image or something, you don't have to keep fussing with a ton of little pop dots. So now I'm just adhering the little wood grain section of the front of the card to the main pattern paper. And I'm trying to decide which sentiment I want to use for the front of the card. And I just use the Happy Fall sentiment. And I'm just going to stamp that back onto some smooth white cardstock that I had left over from my colored image. And I'm using the VersaFine Onyx Black ink again. It's like my favorite ink for clear stamps and sentiments because it's just so crisp and it dries so fast. This is the EK Success like Ticket Trio Punch, and I'm just using the small long one at the top. And these are from American Crafts, and they're just the little pop dots, but they're like extra thick, so I really like those. And I'm just gonna glue down the little part where the pop dot isn't, so it kind of sits even with the little squirrel image. And that's pretty much it for the front of the card for now. Oh wait, no, sorry guys. These brands are in this like dish that I have sitting on my desk, and a lot of my brands are from We Are Memory Keepers or was it Michael's or I want to say the Islet Outlet or Brad Outlet. Yeah. So that's pretty much where all my brads come from, but they're all in this dish and they're mixed, so I can't really tell you exactly where my brads are from. And it could be Doodlebug brads too, but not these ones, but it's just a big mix of brads, and I just dig through it to find the colors and the shapes and stuff that I want to use. And I just use my Stampin' Up! Piercing matte stack to kind of, keep the brads all separated and even. And that's my We Are Memory Keepers brad setting tool. And I'm trying to just get the squares to go as straight as possible. And I'm using Stampin' Up's 80-pound early espresso cardstock for my base. And I cut my like pattern paper 1/8 of an inch smaller than the card base, so the card base will kind of border the pattern paper. Now I'm just gonna fussy cut out the little squirrel image that I colored with the acorn in his hand, because I want him to go on the inside of the card as like a little decoration. I'm using the 100-pound cardstock from My Favorite Things. It's the smooth white cardstock, and I did notice it's kind of harder to trim, like fussy cut out really intricate areas and stuff. So I might not stamp on that for like fussy cutting, I guess. Yeah. I might stick with my Stampin' Up paper instead, just cuz yeah, or my Copic Express It paper, I think is what it is, cuz it's a lot easier to cut. And so for the inside of the card, I'm sticking to basically the same exact layout on the front just to keep everything um, cohesive and coordinating and sort of matchy-matchy. And I'm also going to do the same like little border strips on the inside of the car as I did on the outside. Instead of gluing down the border strips this time, I just used some of that double-sided sticky tape and just stuck it on there just because I couldn't find my Tombow. It was underneath the pile of scrap paper and everything by now. My desk is a mess. I still have to clean it after this card so I can do another one. So I just trimmed off the excess with my Stampin' Up paper snips. And then adhering it all together, I really love the wood grain paper that came in this pattern paper stack. It's really cute. So now I'm decided I wanted to put a sentiment on the inside also. So I'm just grabbing my sentiment and my stamping block and some more VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and I'm just stamping it there on the inside of the card and using my Tombow and just adhering the little squirrel guy to the inside of the card. And some more sticky tape to adhere that into the inside of the card, and then that's pretty much it for the card. I do add a little bit of stickles to the front of the card, and the stickle colors that I used was yellow and cinnamon. And that's what I'm getting. This card turned out really, really cute. Um, I really kind of really like these Inky Antic stamps. This is the first stamp set that I've bought by them before, and I picked it up at Michael's. So in the fall and like Halloween area is where I found it. Really cute. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.